What is up, everybody? This is Mark with the Mic. This is another the Show Shock podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Tenacious T.
I am in the building. I am
And
here.
today's cast, we are back to the 87 cartoon, and we are doing season 7 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes. We're coming close. We're inching closer and closer to the end.
Yes.
But, believe it or not, I'm not going to lie. They're actually getting better.
This season was actually, I found it very entertaining. There's
But,
some episodes
even
I
with
could live
season
without.
6. Season 6 was fun.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I feel like the 4th season, it just tanked.
Yeah.
And then they started all right, we need to 4th, 5th season they tanked pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yo, we need to step up our game a little bit,
So this is one of the largest seasons that we have had. I think 4th was the biggest, but this is 27 episodes. This aired 1993.
I thought it was 92.
This is 93.
Season 7.
Yeah, 93. Because 94 is 8. I think 94, season 8, 9, and 10 were between 94 and 95. And then it went off the air in 96. And then Next Mutation was born. And
Yeah, no, I see it now.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I do recall in a couple of episodes they mentioning that it was the year 1991
It's probably year 1991 in their universe.
in their universe. The Turtle universe.
Yeah.
Which Turtle Forever. I was thinking about Turtle Forever the other day and of how genius that fucking show was. I mean, that movie was.
So yeah, we got 27 episodes on this season. Again, aired 93. This one actually has one of the higher rating of the IMDb. It actually has one of the higher ratings of the seasons.
Well, it was fun. There wasn't. Oh, man, it was there was a couple filler episodes.
There's quite a few that annoyed me, but the rest of it was a lot of entertaining.
I would say about 75% of it was really good.
Yeah. Like we do in every Show Shock, we go through the episodes, give you a little synopsis, and we talk about it. We could probably go through them a little faster because, again, there's 27 episodes. I call this season the European tour because, the first half is all, them traveling.
It's only 5 episodes, 6 episodes.
Nah, it's the first 12 to 4. No, the first 13 episodes. They were traveling. They were all around. They went to England. They went to North. They went to they met
Venice.
Thor.
They went to Ireland.
They went to the Netherlands. They had the Oriental Express. They did a lot of shit. They were traveling everywhere. I don't know where they get the money for this shit, but they traveling everywhere. They had accessories.
No, they hopped on trains and they hid in train cars.
They had accessories on their turtle van in these seasons. I'm like, yo, where's those accessories? I want those accessories.
How did they get the turtle van there?
They traveled with it, I guess. I don't know.
They chartered, they hopped on one of those boats that, container ship and stuff like that. I know we're thinking too far into it.
Yeah.
But in all reality, these are the type of questions that as an adult, it's red flags all day. The turtles probably are really criminals.
Yeah, they steal from everybody. Yeah, I said that in season 1. I said they steal from everybody.
Just more and more as time goes by, I lean more towards that. You know,
they steal. They Robin Hoods. They steal from the bad guys and then give to themselves.
And give them to themselves
because they poor.
7-year-old kid.
So yeah, the one thing I noticed, the turtle van had accessories. They had a snowmobile style. They had a tank looking version. They was able to swim underwater with it. I was like, where are these accessories? I want to see these figures of the van's accessories.
I want to see the manhole covers get shot out the front. You know what I mean? I want to see that.
So, again, we start with 27 episodes. So our first episode will be the Tower of Power. After winning a free European vacation, the Turtles...
Oh, it's a free...
Yeah, it's free.
It's free!
The Turtles' journey to Paris, France. Meanwhile, Shredder and Rocksteady Bebop are planning to steal metal from the Eiffel Tower in order to power up the Technodrome.
Oh, my God. Where's the Technodrome right now? in the center of the fucking earth.
Yeah.
That's one.
That's
All
like the
right. So
plot of
get to
Shredder's life, of trying to get that Technodrome out of somewhere. It's like
listen.
it's the most consistent story you get throughout this whole series, is trying to get that Technodrome out of somewhere.
You could just build another one.
No, that's a lot of money. Crane's cheap. That's right.
Yeah, he is fucking cheap.
He's trying to steal shit to fucking make shit.
So like, but now they know, the turtles know frequently that Shredder attacks the city. Frequently. Don't you think it's kind of irresponsible to go on a European vacation?
It was free.
I understand that. It's
It's
free and all. And don't get me wrong, they deserve a vacation for all they've done. But what if Shredder wasn't dumb as he is and actually stayed around?
But I think the
And
Turtles
attack
know
the
that he's
city.
dumb, and they were like, you know what? He
They
probably
just-
follow us.
It's like, Shredder, like, you're supposed to be this fucking superior ninja fighter guy, and you are dumb. As you are just as dumb as Bebop and Rocksteady. I actually think Bebop and Rocksteady in some ways are smarter than
They'll catch you. They'll catch like Shredder sometimes, and they're like, oh shit.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, Shredder will try to disguise himself and still look like Shredder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but continue
Right.
with the episode.
Episode 2,
I had to
Rust
say
Never
all that
Sleeps.
shit.
Okay. Episode 2 is Rust Never Sleeps. Still in Paris, the Turtles and Master Splinter visit Lorville. Meanwhile, due to Shredder's incompetence, Krang's new hyper rocket thrusters become a Rust encuster, with which he plans to oxidize the world's famous landmarks and monuments unless the world leaders use their power reserves to bring the Technodrome back to Earth.
Yeah, so that was the one that they put it on the train, right?
Yeah.
So I remember specifically the idea, which was actually pretty smart, I'm gonna be honest. But what leads up to it, like they were gonna hook up the rockets to the trains, and the train was supposed to go supersonic fast and crash into an oil field,
Yeah.
which is supposed to open up like a paradox so the Technodrome could climb out. You know what I mean? But
They fail.
the turtles disguise themselves as gypsies, sneak on the train while Bebop and Rocksteady are checking tickets. Might I add?
I think no.
They wait, is that- is-
you're ahead of you're ahead
I'm
of it.
ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I thought that's where.
No, that was
that episode.
what became, it was pretty much the Oriental Express, and that was that one.
Okay. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I jumped ahead.
It's okay.
But when I heard of the rocket, I automatically assumed
This is not the first
went
time
on the
they
train.
try to use rockets to get the shit out of the fucking. Again, we have 7 seasons of the Turtles trying to of Shredder and Crane trying to get that Technodrome out of somewhere. So somehow, some way, they have used rockets before. Episode 3, a real snow job. In the Australian Alps, Krang plans to use his new invention to melt the isotopes, the ice plain glaciers flooding the low-lying villages. This was in the snow. This was also
And the Technodrome was in the snow.
yeah. I don't know where it's going.
That's 0 for 2
over 2. They suck.
with the Technodrome.
You saw new accessories on the turtle van, which was double wheel, like tank wheels on the back, so it could drive in the snow. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember too much of the episode, to be honest.
Venice in the Half Shell. This is episode 4. The turtles take a tour to Venice, Italy, just in time for the annual Mardi Gras festival.
This is the one with April O'Neil. She gets like possessed or some
Yeah,
shit. That
April
one?
covers for Channel 6. Meanwhile, Shredder and Crane plan to hold their
Like,
priceless
even April
treasure.
gets to go on a European
Yep.
tour, bro. You know what I
Priceless.
mean? It's like everybody gets to go to Europe.
Yep. Everyone getting them free tours. Price's treasure to Venice and ransom by using Crane's hydrofloatics flood to flood the city. So pretty much he's just following the turtles and harassing them. That's pretty much what
Well,
he's doing.
Venice basically is a city on water,
Yeah.
so it does make sense, and actually isn't a bad idea.
No, it's not a bad idea. But it looks like just Crane and Shredder are just following the turtles just to fuck with them. Like, you know
I'm
what? You going on
surprised
vacation?
they didn't try and take over the city with mold.
They were like,
Like, we will do a plague of mold.
they were, yo, turtles got on a vacation. We're gonna follow them so they don't have a good vacation.
Exactly. It's just fucking Shredder, man. They're overseas. You could dominate shit
You
right
could
now,
have
man.
ran New York this whole time. You could have been taking over New York.
You could have been taking over anything else.
You had no one else there. You had Mono Gecko. What are you gonna do?
It's like Shredder goes to Florida. The turtles are on vacation in Florida.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like
They just follow
like
each
you
other.
said before the cast. It was like he makes it convenient for them.
Yeah, he just makes it convenient.
I want a challenge.
Yeah, Shredder don't like to like overdo things.
He doesn't
He's
like to
"Yeah."
win.
Huh?
He doesn't like to win.
No, he doesn't. He accepted his losing mentality.
Losing ways. He's doing pretty well for himself. He's still fed, right?
Yeah. So episode 5 is Artless. Two intergalactic art collectors are stealing priceless artworks from the museums in Florence, Italy. So even the aliens attack conveniently where the turtles are at.
And also, everybody's surprised that there's aliens.
Yay! That's also the constant thing. These are the 3 consistencies of the whole Ninja Turtle 87 series. Shredder and Crane are always trying to get that Technodrome out of somewhere. The turtles are crackheads for pizza. And the aliens, they're always surprised there's aliens. And even though they've met like several different aliens.
Yeah, and it's been publicized all over the media millions of times.
And they're like, oh,
we,
wow.
We had a gold building land in the city, bro.
Yeah. Episode 6, Ring of Fire. The Turtles and Splinter arrive in Lisbon, Portugal, just in time for annual running of the bulls. Meanwhile, Shredder and the mutants will use Krang's new heat ray to mag flies to burn the city to ashes using the power of the sun, unless the turtles stop them.
That's happened in other seasons. Just now, we're in Portugal.
There you go.
The Portuguese were, they were too cold. It was wintertime.
Episode 7, The Irish Jig is Up. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Splinter journey to Dublin, capital of the Republic of Ireland, land of the myth and legends. Meanwhile, Shredder, Crane, Rocksteady, Bebop, Rainbow Crammer to transform all of the cute, furry animals into Dublin into vicious beasts.
I actually like this episode
This
a lot.
episode was funny.
Yeah, because it turned Bebop and Rocksteady to they turned really small.
Mm-hmm.
But they were cuddly and they were wowed by the turtles and shit
Yeah,
like
and
that.
April,
And then
wasn't they watching April watching them?
yeah,
Yeah.
she was babysitting.
Yeah.
And then I think Michelangelo became big, but
Yeah.
he didn't turn bad or anything like that.
Yeah, he was like a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was actually a fun episode.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad.
And them chasing
I
remember them chasing Rocksteady around as a baby, or as a little
Yeah,
kid.
because they wouldn't cooperate.
Yeah. They're like 2 retarded little kids. Episode 8, Shredder's New Sword. Shredder takes possession of the mystic sword Excalibur and proclaims himself the King Shredder. The Turtles, along with Merlin, must take it from him, and unless the medieval times will merge into the modern world.
Which pisses me off because Excalibur was in a stone, not in a sarcophagus with a fucking a knight holding it.
Yeah.
I remember. I just remember saying that when I was watching the episode. I don't really remember too much of that episode.
Episode 9 is The Lost Queen of the Atlantis. The Turtles and Master Splinter travel to Athens, Greece, while April and Irma buy a mysterious amulet from a flea market vendor.
And she becomes possessed and becomes her, doesn't she? That was the one.
Yes. Episode 10, Turtles on the Oriental Express. This is the one where Bebop and Rocksteady were taking tickets.
Yes.
The Turtles take a trip on the famous Oriental Express that runs from Gare de Lyon, France to Istanbul, Turkey. But Shredder is also on board and is planning to use Crane's new supercharger to launch the Oriental Express into the largest oil field. So he
which
just
is
went
a
on a
smart idea. I
yeah.
don't think that's a bad idea, but it's not going to open up a portal like they think it's going to
He's
happen.
gonna open a portal, right? All right.
All right, so
He's gonna open a
Irma
portal to
and
the afterlife.
April, yeah, straight to it, instantaneously. They're not even going to know it happened.
No.
Um, but so, Irma and April, they're on the train, and they try to go to where the conductor, like the engineer of the
Yeah.
train is, and it's Shredder
Yeah.
in like a coal suit, like a coal
Yeah. I love it.
apron.
I love it. They dressed the
So
part
and then he just has like a face thing covering, so he still has all his armor
and color.
on, and he tells Bebop and Rocksteady to hide because it's gonna give them away.
Yeah.
So they hide behind a curtain. So Irma and April go inside and start talking to him about interviewing him. And he's like, I can't do it. I'm too busy right now. And then they look over and see the feet, the sneakers of Bebop and Rocksteady. And April's like, I know those sneakers anywhere. But you're looking right at Shredder while he's wearing his fucking outfit, while he's wearing his suit of armor. And all he has is an apron and like a cloth over his face.
And a hat. It's the
And a
hat.
hat. Like,
It's the hat.
how, like,
It's the
I get it's a cartoon. I get it. But that's how she notices it's their sneakers.
Not the claws that are
She
coming
is
out of his
fucking,
arms.
she is something else. Like, she doesn't see fucking, yeah, spikes coming out, a brolic ass Japanese
He had
guy.
his helmet on underneath the hat.
He didn't change his voice up.
He had his helmet underneath the hat.
It's hilarious.
Like he had the hat over his helmet. I like the suit though. I would like a NECA version of that that suit.
It is hilarious. That episode had me laughing
Yeah,
just
it was
because
funny.
of that.
It was retarded. It was fun. It was a funny episode though. Like it made me laugh because of the stupidity of it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like the turtles, how they got on the train. They parked like a gypsy wagon on the tracks.
Yeah.
So the train's flying, and they skipped like famous places, and that's why April and Irma went to go see, like wondering why did you skip that?
Yeah.
And then they stopped because there was a wagon in the fucking road, and the turtles dressed up as gypsies.
There you go.
So Bebop and Rocksteady walked up to them like, "You guys got your tickets?" Like, we got our tickets right here. Oh, so corny, but fucking epic at the same time.
Episode 11, April gets in Dutch. In Amsterdam, Netherlands, the turtles must stop Shredder from stealing the Dutch's diamond that Crane needs to power his laser dimensional blades. Shredder has some competition, though, as two bumbling thieves also want the diamond for themselves.
Oh, as the plot thickens.
Episode 12, Northern Lights Out. While April is covering the alternative energy convention in Aarhus, Norway, the turtles must track down Elk and the Red Eye. Eric the Red Eye, and modern-day Viking and his crew after they steal Professor Sivelin's scientific notes.
Yeah.
A bunch of Vikings.
Yep. I remember. I just not impressed.
Episode 13, Elementary, my dear turtle. After experiencing a time slip with an atomic clock, the turtles find themselves in 1890, where they meet the famous detectives Sherlock Holmes and his assistant, Dr. Watson, hot on the trail of Professor Moriarty, who has stolen the atomic clock to interviewing the rules of the future.
Yeah, so the turtles, I remember this. The turtles go inside that museum thing.
Yeah.
Get approached by the caretaker of the place. Then they run through it, go back in time, meet Sherlock Holmes. The world changes. Vern and Vernon are like these smart guys that are like part of the rebellion. April doesn't know who the hell they are. And then she's like, I'll team up with anybody to beat this. You know what I mean? And then they're like, all right, well, we're going to go back in time and change everything. You're not going to exist anymore. And then she turns to them, well, obviously we're friends in that world, so I don't think that's too bad. Like, shut up. What? what are you talking about? And they eat an apple, and the apple goes in the bag, and you know what I mean. Uh, uh, it, the episode was funny, but it's corny.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cornball stuff going on. So.
All right, episode 14. I think this was probably one of the top episodes. This is Night of the Dark Turtle.
It's my honestly, this is probably top 5
Yeah.
favorite episode of all time.
After a fight with Shredder causes Donatello to be struck by a laser beam, his personality changes and to become a costume superhero known as the Dark Turtle. His mission seeks out and destroys Shredder. Meanwhile, a dinosaur-like alien race called the Triceratons invade Earth. It was cool.
Yeah,
It was Batman.
I enjoyed it.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that figure in person because that was part of the Loot Crate Turtles. That would be the cartoon one, and it was this Batman Donatello. I was telling Jerry to pre-order that one too, and he did not. So now he's mad.
I need that figure in my life. I'm not in a rush to get it.
Yeah.
But I thought that episode was awesome, and the many trademark innuendos in it I thought was hilarious.
I loved it. I think this was one of my favorite series of the whole series. This is probably one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, I suggest everybody watch that episode because it's fun, and it's Donatello, and Donatello's my favorite, and he's not him, but he fucking turns into his own super. He's already a superhero who turns into a superhero.
There you go. Just like what was it? El Kabong.
Yeah, it was just such an entertaining episode.
Yeah.
It really was, and the look of him as a bat is the bat turtle.
Yeah,
and the bat symbol. You know what I mean? It literally is a bite off of Batman.
Yeah,
and I'm surprised they did not get sued for it.
Nah, they don't. Because some people take the spoof as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, it also gives a little nod to Batman, and then people go and buy Batman stuff too.
There you go.
So.
Episode 15 is the Star Child. A small alien being named Quasar lands on Earth with intelligent stormtroopers in hot pursuit. The turtles must figure out how to get Quasar back into the home planet before Earth is destroyed.
Yeah, he comes in. He looks like E.T. And they're trying to catch him. And all he wants to do is play and fuck shit up, which I don't blame him at all. And then the turtles do something really dramatic and convince him to become an adult. And I felt so bad for him.
I don't want to grow up.
It's like Peter Pan becoming fucking adult. You know what I mean? It's like watching the beginning of Hook.
Yeah.
You know, it's just sad.
I actually liked this episode. Episode 16, The Legend of Koji. Shredder uses the time machine to travel back in ancient Japan in the year 1583. He plans to defeat Hamato Koji, the man who founded the Foot Clan, and the Splinter great ancestor if Hamato Koji is defeated, the Master Splinter would never have been born, and the Turtles would forever remain ordinary turtles.
This is actually, a really good idea.
Yeah.
But then again, if you know the nowadays theories of changing the past, you don't really change the past. You just make a different timeline.
Yeah.
So
goddamn Flash.
Fucking Flash ruined everything. That and the Avengers.
Yeah. I blame Flash. It's always Flash's fault.
I blame Flash as well.
Just like how it's Franklin's fault, it's always Flash's fault.
Yeah. Fucking Franklin. I can't say that about Franklin. Oh, Franklin.
Shout out to Franklin. It's all your fault.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Episode 17, Convicts of Dimension X. 2 convicts from Dimension X are brought to Earth when Donatello portable porter generator malfunctions. I don't remember this episode that much.
I don't either.
Episode 18, White Belt Black Heart. While Splinter Sensei Mongo-san is visiting New York, a criminal gang of ninjas known as the Black Heart Gang are terrorizing the city with a crime spree, and Mongo-san's grandsons, Yoku, is their leader. That's some crazy shit. The next one, I actually like this episode a lot too because it reminded me of the Legion of Doom of DC. Episode 19, The Night of the Rogues. In an attempt to finally defeat the Turtles once and for all, Shredder assembles Leatherhead, Tempest, Scumbag, Chrome Dome, Anthrax, and the Rat King and Slash to form a team that power that proves too much for the Ninja Turtles. I actually dug this. I loved it. It was fun,
This
and we were only
this
missing.
episode should have been the season finale.
You know what's funny is the fact that I think this was originally supposed to be the season finale. I feel like so going through the season, I have a feeling that this whole season was all mismatched. This should have been the ending of it.
Because, like I keep mentioning about the Technodrome, is like the Technodrome's in the Earth, and then it's on ice, and then it's on an asteroid, and then it's back in the water again.
Yeah.
And then a majority of the rest of the season of it, like, it just seems like it's out of place. I think that's Amazon Prime fucking it up.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly if we're in order of the sequence.
Yeah.
But we're going down the lines of what Prime is selling us because we're purchasing this stuff.
So all I gotta say is we need a Tempest figure, and I can make this whole scene.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Because I got the Scumbag and Anthrax coming in today.
Yo, they got literally all the good guys in this.
Yeah.
But Casey Jones is in it and didn't say a single word.
I know. I was disappointed because I actually like Casey Jones.
Like he went up and up to the thing and tried to hit it with a baseball bat.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And that was it. They're like, no, Casey, that's gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah.
And that was it. I thought he was gonna be like, don't tell me what to do, punk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like normal Casey Jones shit.
But I'll circle this one as one of my favorite episodes this season as well.
Oh, hands down, definitely, 1000%.
Episode 20, the attack of the neutrinos. The neutrinos return and assist the Tmnt in keeping a new invasion of the crane clutchers.
Once again, I'm kind of done with the neutrinos, man.
Yeah.
They don't do anything for me anymore.
I saw their figures too, and I like. So I saw NECA is releasing the neutrinos, and what disappointed me is like, yo, where's the car?
Yeah.
Like I don't want those figures unless I have the car.
The car should be the box.
Yeah, it should be like a 3-pack with the car.
Exactly.
Probably expensive as shit though.
Hell yeah, but it's worth it in the long run if you're trying to really collect it. You know.
Episode 21, Escape from the Planet of Turtleoids. Karma, the space turtle, returns once again for the turtles to help in programming his city new defense robots, but Groundchuck and Dirtbag have also returned to fuck shit up. I added that.
It's just, yeah, I know you. But it's like they go and check on him.
Yeah.
So they go and check on him, and they're like, they broke out of jail. They're like, aren't you worried they're gonna come back? And he's like, why would I worry? Because they're after your fucking gold making techniques, you idiot. Like, stop being such an optimist. Be a little pessimistic, a little bit.
Episode 22, The Revenge of the Fly. Baxter Stockman and his alien computer return to Earth from the dimension Limbo and take possession of Shredder's retro mutagen ray gun.
Yeah, he wants to take out the turtles, but can't even remember why he's mad at the turtles because so much shit happened to him.
I actually like this episode too. It was actually really funny.
Yeah, he turned them all in, and everything's eating shit, and all the. It's just, I like Baxter Stockman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he doesn't get enough play.
Yeah.
You know.
Episode 23, Atlantis Awakes. The turtles discover Lantinian City, not in the ancient Greece, but in modern times. After meeting a merman whose reality is the true king of Atlantis, the turtle must defeat Shredder and their throne Bebop.
It's they should make figures of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they looked awesome. And I was thinking, like, the robot Bebop and Rocksteady, like, stomp turtles. They should make should make that. Because I know they came out with the bunny-eared ones, right?
I have those. Those are expensive now.
Yeah, no, Time Warp has them for like over $100.
Yeah, they're like $3 and change.
They also got the Rat King and Leatherhead.
Rat King, I think it was Vernon.
Yeah, but I saw one with Leatherhead too.
Leatherhead is with Slash. I bought that last time.
Yeah, but they got another one in there. I was just there the other day.
Yeah, so. I have that one. I bought that there.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Yeah, your birthday. I got you the Thunder Ranger.
I gotta go get the other one.
Yeah. Anyway, I actually like this episode a lot too. Episode 24, Dirk Savage, Mutant Hunter. Professional mutant hunter Dirk Savage is coined into rounding up New York's mutants. Toko Razor Two of the punk frogs, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Mondo Gecko, all fall prey and become part of the mutant slugs army.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't really care.
I like this. I like this episode because one is Tim Cummings. He sounds just like Pete, so it just made me laugh.
Yeah.
The slug dude was straight out Donald Trump. Like that character, he was 100% that character.
They were hating him back then.
Yeah.
Well, no, Trump's been a very disliked person.
But
for
he was
a very long
100%
time.
him, and then he wound up being an alien himself, a mutant slug himself.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they brought back all the heroes and stuff like that. So I dug this. And then Toka Razor, we got a first glimpse of them in this series,
Which was awesome.
Episode 25.
And I got you the toy.
Yep. And the cartoon ones are coming out soon.
That's dope.
Episode 25, the invasion of the Cranezoids. In order to defeat the turtles, Crane creates 6 clones of himself to deal with them. But when the clones start to think for themselves, the Crane loses control and the turtles must save the city. They were like, "Fuck Crane, we do ourselves."
Yeah, no, they were Cranes with like Krang's heads with like the killer pizzas.
Yeah, they transformed to like Godzilla looking things.
And then Krang couldn't even deal with them, so he had to trick them. He's like, "I'm gonna send you back to I'm gonna send you to Dimension X," and they all just started running in. But in reality, he basically threw him in like the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
And like Shredder's like, why did you send them to Dimension X? He's like, why the fuck do I want 6 of me running around Dimension X?
That was fun.
It was funny.
Episode 26, Combat Land. A new amusement park, theme park has opened with Shogun, medieval, and future themed attractions. The turtles are invited to try out the attractions, but when the robot in the park starts to play too rough, the turtles are in big trouble.
Yeah, but it was designed for that.
Yeah.
Like it was. I thought the concept, the idea of the episode was cool. I just didn't really care for how it played out. You know what I mean?
And the final episode is episode 27, Shredder's Triumphant. After bringing the Technodrome back to the surface, Shredder and Krang trapped the turtles to send them to Dimension X, where they became slaves. In the meantime, Shredder and Krang are back on Earth once again, try to take over the world.
See, now this definitely does. That is the season finale, because every finale, the Technodrome gets out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it gets sent somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the Technodrome also in fucking Dimension X for a while?
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Technodrome has been so many places.
It was drowning.
And like, what is the use of this machine if it doesn't fucking move anywhere?
It's a home base. It has all his.
It's got all the technology in the world, and it can't go anywhere.
Nope.
It's crazy.
So that's our season of season 7. I'll shout out because I think this is the final season for James Avery to talk Shredder.
Yep, definitely. And he wasn't even in it for he was in it probably for like 60% of it, I think. You could tell the difference, but nods to the guy who actually attempted to try it.
You see the difference too. So in the beginning of the season, you hear Tim Cummings try to talking in the beginning, and he had a little different voice. Then when James Avery came back and then he started taking Shredder again, he was able to mimic James Avery, and he was very close to sounding like James Avery on it. So I give him a lot of credit. Tim Cummings, if you don't know who he is, he's famous for talking Tigger. He talks Pete. He talks he talks a lot of Goofy. He talks a lot of Disney characters. He's known for like Disney characters, and a lot of them he does. So he's the one that voices Shredder after James Avery, and he does a really good job. The one I did not like is the people that replaced Raphael.
Which was like 5-6 episodes.
And there were like 3
it's
different people.
It's like you didn't even try to even sound like him.
They should have just not have him have lines in those episodes.
Just have him just be there.
Yeah, exactly. He's just there for the team.
That irritated me the most. That was the flop. But then that's probably the most consistent thing.
Yeah.
The only 2 people that were changed up frequently was Raphael and Shredder.
Yeah, everyone else was consistent.
I mean, there was a couple episodes where Donatello wasn't,
Yes,
Donatello, and Leo wasn't Leo, and Krang wasn't
but it
Krang.
was less. It was a lot less than this one. A
Yeah,
lot less
because
than them two.
they understood the formula. I don't understand why they got to fuck with Raphael for.
Yeah, I did not like
He
him
had that
whatsoever.
signature voice, and the second he talked, you're like, no,
That's
that is not him. He's a fraud.
a bunch of frauds.
Fucking fraud.
And last but
Yeah,
not,
it,
yeah, go
it
ahead.
really. I'm sorry. That just fucking irritated
Yeah.
me so much.
That was like the big things you would notice in the season. It was the difference of voices, but then again, also like again, James Avery kind of leaving in mid. Maybe
Well,
he did like
I'm
5
pretty
episodes.
sure he was. I think he was going. He went to Fresh Prince of Bel Air at
Yeah,
this time, so I
I
don't blame him. It's a bigger check.
yeah. Well, he
He's
did
a
it for quite
theater
some time.
actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did it for quite some time, and then Tim Cummings took over, and I think Tim Cummings did a great job. I think he talks him for the rest of the time. He talks Shredder. I think we're gonna start seeing a lot less of Shredder within the next 3 seasons. He is in it. He's just not as much. They start kind of focusing on the aliens and out of the planet kind of things. They kind of go a little bit more darker in the 8, 9, and 10 seasons. So you're gonna see a difference in style too, because we lose the classic theme song in the next season.
I'm so dreading this, but I'm looking forward to getting it done.
Yeah.
Because right after this, we got fucking Saban's, right?
So our next cast of Our Shell Shock will consist of season 8, 9, and 10 together, because they're all about. I think altogether is like 28 episodes.
Okay.
So it's doable, and we will get to those, and we'll finish out in 1987. After that, we're going to Saban's Next Mutation.
I must say though, the Turtle series is the easiest 23 minutes to get through.
Yeah.
It's easy. You know what I mean? It's like I watch stuff that are like the same length, like certain Power Ranger shows. You know what I mean? Bro, shouts out to our Morphin Cast. Check that one out when you guys get a chance.
Yeah. Mystic Force next week.
Yeah, Super Sentai, which I'm so excited.
Well, we're putting
for that
out
shit.
the Mystic Force season, the Mystic Force cast next week.
Yes.
There's a new
But
game of Rage out
next week
this
ain't gonna be next week when we air this. So.
Oh yeah. So
But
maybe.
yeah, I maybe.
Depends.
Never know.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, in the Morphin Cast, and also, and actually, I think we will have to go to space and watch the first 2 episodes. When they team up with the Turtles.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the Next Mutation as well. So we'll probably talk about everything of that. Next Mutation, I think it's about 30 episodes. I am not looking forward to it.
I know you're not. I know you're dreading it.
But I found a link on YouTube that has all the episodes. They might not be the best quality. I will actually see if Cinema actually has them in better quality. But I don't give a fuck. I'll watch it blocky. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't mind it. It is what it is.
Um,
It's got to get done anyway. So
yeah. So then we go from there. We're gonna go straight into the 2003 series. So those are the things we're gonna be working on. The next 2003 series, we're gonna be out there for a while. So
I want to get to like the nowadays stuff. You know what I mean? I want to get to the 2012 one.
That's my favorite
because
one,
that is the one that I started watching when it first came out, and I was super excited. And I only watched like the first 10 episodes, and I had the whole season DVR'd.
Yeah.
But I lived in a house with 4 other people, and they needed the DVR shit too, so I had to delete that. So I have not seen past the 10th episode.
So
I'm gonna wait.
Yep.
There's no need to jump ahead right now. I got enough shit going on.
So again, our future of the Our Shell Shock, those are the things that we're gonna be going through, because we still focus on the TV series. We might take a break here and there and actually probably like do a game one. So we'll probably like in between, maybe those will be the bonus casts that we'll do one of the games. And that'll be like maybe a short, like a microcast. So it'll be like 30 minutes long.
We can always do the first 10 issues of the original comic.
Yes, we
You
could
know
do
what I mean?
that
We
too.
can.
So there's a lot of things we could do, but those are the future casts that we're planning to do. So again, next is be season 8, 9, and 10 all together for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles '87 cartoon series, and then we'll be going into Next Mutation.
Yes, sir. I'm actually excited for Next Mutation. I know you. I know you don't care, but I'm
I've
excited
watched it
for it.
all, and it's pretty bad. So I'm like, like think of the worst Power Ranger series, and just put Ninja Turtle costumes on them.
Well, I'm gonna get a kick out of it regardless. So
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So this season, season 7, what you gonna give it? 1 to 5.
I give it a 4.
I think I'm gonna go with a 4. 4 as well. Like I really was entertained by this season. I thought I was gonna dread it because it was a long one, and I
Yeah.
lined up enjoying half of it
I
or most of
enjoyed
it.
more than I thought it was,
Yeah.
and it makes me look back to the other seasons that fucking sucked. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm like, finally, like they're giving us quality episodes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? As corny and tacky as it is, it's still a kids show in the early '90s,
Yeah.
late '80s, early '90s. You know what I mean?
Still selling them toys,
Hell yeah!
and I'm still
And I go to
collecting.
and I go to I
Yeah.
go to Time Warp all the time, and I see those toys in the bin.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start picking them fucking things up.
Yeah, man. I have like the NECA stuff, and I'm like looking at my mountain of NECA figures that I really want to open them and display them. So there might be a chance that I'm gonna open them, I'll record them and reopen them and unbox them and everything like that. Because I kind of really want to display the cartoon turtles because I'm loving the figures. I'm actually enjoying them more as I'm going through the series too. I thought I was gonna like have this taste. But like while we're going to some of the better seasons, like seven surprised me and actually really enjoying it. I'm seeing characters that are coming out from the NECA line. I'm like, oh shit, I have them already. Ah, sweet, I got
I,
that one too.
I'm watching it, and I'm like, are they gonna make a character of that? You know what I mean?
So
That's what I start thinking.
you know what? Let's just do it now because you know when my answer is gonna be. So if you could pick out of all the 7 seasons we've watched, name 3 characters you'll pick to make a NECA toy line figure.
That hasn't been done yet.
That hasn't been done yet. They cannot be done yet. So the Batman turtle is being done. So that one don't count.
Yeah, so that's why I mentioned that.
You know one of mine already. Yeah, I think you know 2 of
Yeah.
mine already.
Well, I know one for sure because any conversation that's had about the Ninja Turtles, that character, and I'll save that for you.
Yeah.
But for me, I wouldn't mind the little kid, but he would have to be in a 2-pack with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, the little kid that turned into wanted to be a Ninja
Yeah,
Turtle.
yeah, yeah. I got you.
So, like have him dressed up like the way he had like that, the
Well,
mask over his
they're
head.
doing the Crooked Ninja Turtle gang, so I could see now them not actually doing that.
I would like I would like him. I don't know who would go good with him. Maybe like a villain, probably. You could put the Freddy Krueger dude with him.
Crazy Eddie.
Crazy Eddie,
Scary Eddie. No, is it?
Scary
Creepy
Eddie,
Eddie.
Creepy Eddie.
Creepy Eddie.
I want the metallic Bebop and Rocksteady.
That'll be cool.
When they were the Stomp Turtles.
Yeah.
That one I think would be super dope. And then I think the other one that I'm thinking about, I think is the other one for you. So I'm gonna let you say it, and if
Yeah.
you don't say it, I'll tack it on after that.
Yeah.
But man, this is tough. Well, neutrinos. I'll take the neutrinos.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
They're making them.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I can't say them. I'm trying to think. Like there's not too many that reprises roles like that. You know.
Yeah. You know what I'll bring up? Just the fact that I know for a fact they have not made her yet. They made a figure of her, but not this particular one. Is the Super Irma?
Yeah, Super Irma would be dope.
Yeah, I'll take a Super Irma as a separate toy.
I'll take the cat. April O'Neil.
They did that one. That she's in
They
the
did that one?
4-pack. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't see that. Damn, this one's tough. I mean, I want to say the superhero Bebop and Rocksteady
No,
again.
100%. I will love that. That was one of mine. So yeah, 100%.
I knew that's why I
Yeah,
didn't want to say it.
that's fine. You can use it.
Um, yeah, well, that's mine. Those are
Okay.
my three. I wouldn't mind the little kid because the little kid actually shows up decent amount
Yeah.
of times. You know what I
Um.
mean? I wouldn't mind the alien with the camera too.
Okay. Oh,
He
yeah.
reminds me of the alien from the movie Explorers. You remember the movie
Yeah.
Explorers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Reminds me just of that.
Okay. You know my first one's gonna be, if y'all know
Yeah,
the
so
story, y'all know the
Don
story. Don
Titelli. Y'all
Titelli,
know what it is.
the man Don Titelli. I need
The
Don
man, the myth,
Titelli
the
with a big
legend.
ass pink feather, and I want him to just be displayed. I want Don Titelli. That's one. Um, I think like if we do, like we talked about Super Irma, I'm not gonna put this in it, but we mentioned Super Irma. I'll like a 2-pack with her and that RoboCop,
Yeah. The R2, the
the
R209,
T-Rex,
whatever the hell his
the
name is.
R-Rex or some shit like that.
Yeah, the RX.
I think he would be cool. But you mentioned the Super Rocksteady Bebop. That would have been one that definitely as well. I kind of want the railroad worker shredder. I kind of want that one now.
That is pretty funny.
um, but yeah, I like Don is definitely Creepy Eddie, definitely, and I want him with
Creepy Eddie's
legs.
fucking
I
awesome,
want him with
man.
legs and also the snake body. So because there's parts that he has legs, I want both parts, so they could do that. If they do him in the 2-pack, y'all could give us.
I mean, if they don't do different renditions of the same characters, then
Yeah,
that line's gonna end.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I can't think of too many. They got the frogs. They got everybody
Oh, the
else.
frogs are done. Usagi's coming. The neutrinos are coming. So they have a bunch of them are coming. That's why I didn't mention Usagi or Jimbo because he's
Maybe
already coming out.
maybe Splinter's mentor.
That would be cool. I wouldn't mind that one. Um,
Um,
what was the other one?
Shredder's mom. I would
Shredder's,
love Shredder's
Shredder's
mom.
mom. Oh, Tessera, the
Yeah,
female villain. Just the fact that I could
yeah, the
have
red
that.
hair with the red hair. She was the video game girl.
Yeah, so I could have that as a. I could actually make that scene.
It'd be like the Sinister
Yeah,
Six.
exactly. I'll take her. Yeah, I think NECA does open doors for NECA doing a lot of these figures. So, and then the Batman one we didn't expect to come out, and that's actually coming out in the loot crate. So I'm actually
That
looking
shit's
for that
so
one.
cool, man. I want
Yeah,
that shit so bad.
yeah, that one's actually really cool looking. All right,
Yeah.
we're done. This is our Shell Shock podcast. You can listen to us the easiest ways on Red Cyclone Inc. on Spotify. You can listen to all our casts on there. From our monthly The Morphin Cast, our Shell Shock, The Game of Rage, and Not a Trekkie, to our weekly It Gets Better at Swear podcast and the Wrestling Babble podcast. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all market the rank. Follow Red Cyclone Inc. on Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, SoundCloud, and WordPress, all Red Cyclone Inc. Follow Tenacious T.
Yes, you can follow me at Tenacious TRC Inc. on Twitter. You can follow me on my own personal Instagram page if you want. Tots _ Guap GUWAP. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Follow me. Do whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do this anyway. But always a shouts out to Game On, retro video game store based out on Long Island in 3 separate locations. One in Smithtown, one in Patchogue, which just recently opened up, and the Mecca House of Miller Place. Also, shouts out to Tristan, who just opened up an arcade over in the Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove on Long Island. So if you're in the area, go and check them out. By the time this podcast goes out, the free week will be over, but who cares? Go there anyway, have fun with the kids. It's a great day to go out. You know, if it's a rainy day, go play some arcades and support local businesses because Tristan is killing it. He's bringing our childhoods back to life, and I love him for that. So shouts out to him and shouts out to Game On for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out. Laters. And we always
Zordon.
say fuck Zordon, I guess.
Yeah, well, Zordon is he deserves it. He deserves to get bashed in everything he does.
Guess
And Splinter too, but believe it or not, Splinter did a lot more in this season.
Yeah, he's been
He's trying to
actually,
make up. He doesn't
yeah,
want to be in the category as Zordon.
yeah, he don't want to get cursed out every week. Splinter's working his way up, and I think Splinter gets better throughout the next series, not next mutation, but the later ones after that.
I hope so.
So,
For his sake, anyway.
yep. All right, peace out, laters, and always remember
Yeah.
follow the Jinkies.
Yes, just don't feed him a sandwich.
Yeah, slap that shit out.
Like, what kind of what's his favorite sandwich?
I don't know, but slap the shit out of his hand.
Is he like a Philly cheesesteak? Because ain't nobody getting a Philly cheesesteak if I'm around.
I think he'll go for anything.
Well, shouts out to Mike as well. For
Yep.
doing
Shout out to our
videos.
producer, Mike, and he makes our